Welcome. To receive daily prayers and inspiring messages of God's love and peace, please subscribe and join our community. Are you tired, my beloved? Do you feel like you can't breathe, not with your lungs, but with your soul? I see you. I know what you carry. I know the weight that sits on your chest when you wake up and when you try to fall asleep. The heaviness in your spirit that doesn't have words, only silence. You've been trying to stay strong. You've tried to hold it together, to be faithful, to do what's right. But inside, it feels like something is collapsing. Like you're gasping in a world that no longer has air for you. You don't have to hide that from me. You don't need to put on a strong face with me. I am not looking for the version of you that knows what to say in prayer. I am not waiting for you to come with spiritual fireworks or perfect words. I see through every silence, every whisper, every sigh. And I am not disappointed. You say you feel like you can't breathe in your soul anymore, but I am here. I haven't moved. You may not feel me. You may not hear me the way you used to. The light may seem dim. The prayers may seem hollow. The faith that once filled you with life may now feel like a memory, but I have not left. Not for a moment. I have been beside you in the stillness. I have walked with you in the dark. Even now I am breathing beside you. Let me remind you, child, your spiritual breath is not measured by how loud your praise is or how strong your belief feels in this moment. Sometimes the breath of faith is just staying, just sitting still and saying, I'm still here. Sometimes faith is letting go of trying to understand and simply resting in me, even when your hands are empty and your heart is tired. So stop, just for now. Stop reaching, stop running, stop worrying. Be still. You are safe here with me. You are not too much. You are not failing. You are not forgotten. The weakness you feel in your spirit is not a sign of failure. It is a sign that you are human and deeply loved. It is in these moments, the ones where you feel like you've lost your breath, that I come closer than ever. Let's take this moment together. Inhale slowly, exhale gently. Let this breath be your prayer. No words, no noise. Just you, present with me. I'm not asking for performance. I'm asking for presence. For your presence, even broken, even empty, even afraid. I want you to know something. I am not afraid of your emptiness. When you come to me with nothing, I don't turn away. I draw near. When your spiritual lungs are weak and you feel like you have nothing left to give, I carry the breath for you. My spirit intercedes with groanings too deep for words. My grace fills in the places where your strength ends. My peace guards the door of your heart when your understanding falls short. You don't have to fix everything right now. You don't even have to understand what's happening inside of you. You just have to stay close. You just have to be here, and that's enough. I want to be with you in the stillness, not when you have the answers, not when you've figured it out, but now, here, in the middle of the fog, in the space where the tears don't make sense and the joy feels far away. You might feel like your faith is fading, but I see it burning still. Even if all that's left is a spark, I will not let it die. I won't snuff it out. I will protect it. I will breathe on it. I will whisper life into it again. Do you trust me with it? I want you to let go of trying to fix your soul by effort. You can't hold yourself up forever. And the good news is, you don't have to. I am holding you. I always have been. Come back to the simplicity of being with me. No goals, no expectations, just you and me. Let me speak life into your lungs. Let me speak peace into your heart. Let me sit beside you in silence. That silence can be holy. That stillness can be sacred. You don't have to feel something big. You don't have to create a moment. This is the moment. You're breathing. You're here, and so am I. I've come to remind you that even if your breath is weak, your belonging is secure. You are mine, not because of how strong you feel today, not because of how well you prayed this week. You are mine because I chose you. I loved you. I called you by name. And I do not unchoose what I have chosen. I do not unlove what I have loved. You belong even in this breathless place. And I promise I will not leave you here. This is not where your story ends. This is not the end of your faith. This is a pause, a resting point, a sacred breath. You are not a failure. You are a soul in need of air, and I am the breath of life. So just rest now. Rest in the truth that you don't have to carry everything anymore. Let me carry you. Let me be the one who breathes for you when you cannot. Let my spirit hover over the dark waters of your heart and speak, "Let there be light." And there will be light. And there will be breath. And there will be peace because I am here and I am not leaving. Not now, not ever. Even now, yes, right now, I hear you. Not your voice, not your words, not your performance. I hear the deeper part of you, the part that's still trying to hold on, even if barely. You think your prayers have disappeared. You think your silence is empty. You wonder if I'm still listening. But hear me now. I hear every shallow breath you take. Even your breathing is prayer to me. You may feel like you're too far, too lost, too disconnected. But I have never stopped hearing you. I don't need volume to notice you. I don't need eloquence to respond. I only need your heart. And your heart, my child, even in its ache and confusion, is still turned toward me. I see it in the way you pause. I see it in the way you reach for hope, even when your hands feel empty. I see it in the way you show up in this moment, listening, just listening. And that is enough. You don't need to be strong today. I didn't come for the strong. I came for the weak, the broken, the bruised. I came for the ones who've run out of words, who've fallen on the floor, who stare at the ceiling wondering if they still belong to me. Yes, you do. You still belong to me. Don't confuse your exhaustion for failure. Don't confuse your silence for absence. Don't confuse your weakness for distance. I do not need you to be mighty. I need you to be honest. So tell me now, even in your thoughts, "Jesus, I don't know what to do anymore. Jesus, I feel so far. Jesus, I don't feel anything at all." And I will answer, "I know. I've got you." I want to say something clearly. You are not useless. Even when you feel like you've lost your direction, you are still deeply valuable. You are not measured by what you achieve, by how passionate your worship sounds, or how consistent your devotions have been. I don't love you more when you're doing everything right. I don't love you less when you feel completely disconnected. My love is not a reward, it is a constant, it is me. So if you feel useless, bring that feeling to me. If you feel lost, whisper it in the quiet of your soul. If you feel far, just breathe and let that breath become your confession. Even the faintest exhale from your heart reaches mine. When you don't know what to say, when all you can do is cry or sigh or stare blankly, I count it all. I hold it all. I translate what your tears mean. I collect every weary breath, and I hold it close. You don't have to work your way back to me. You don't have to prove anything. There is no spiritual ladder to climb. You're not on probation. You're not on trial. You're not suspended until you get your act together. You are mine. Still mine. And I'm holding you even now. I know what it feels like to be surrounded by people, but still feel alone. I know what it's like to feel unheard, unseen, misunderstood. When I walked the earth, I experienced that silence too. I cried in the garden. I bled in loneliness. I called out and heard no answer, but I kept going. For you. And now I'm here, for you. So let me be the one who speaks when you can't. Let me be the one who strengthens your hands, your mind, your heart. Let me carry you until you feel whole again. Yes, I know you want to believe better, do better, feel better. But for now, just be with me. Don't run from me because you feel weak. Run to me because you are. I welcome the weary. I welcome the empty. I welcome the ones who feel nothing but a faint echo of faith. You are not the only one who has felt like this. My child David once said, I am poured out like water. My heart has turned to wax. It has melted within me. My prophet Elijah once cried out, I have had enough, Lord. Even my own disciples in the storm said, Lord, don't you care if we drown? And what did I do? I drew near. I did not rebuke their humanity. I met them in it. I do the same for you now. I hear the sighs behind your smile. I hear the questions hidden behind your worship. I hear the fatigue that lingers even after sleep. And I say, come to me, you who are weary and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. This is not just a promise, it's a person. I am your rest, so breathe slowly. Let the silence be sacred. Let the stillness be holy. Let this moment be enough. You don't have to run from what you feel. You don't have to cover up your questions. You don't have to pretend you're further along than you are. I'd rather have your honesty than your perfection. I'd rather have your brokenness than your performance. I'd rather have your now than a version of you that doesn't exist. Right now I want to pray with you. Yes, with you, not over you or above you, but beside you. Father, this child is tired. Their hands are weak, their voice is small, their breath is shallow. But they are still reaching for you, and you delight in that reach. Surround them now with peace. Let their breath be a prayer. Let their weakness be held. Let their worth be known. And let your love be louder than their fear. In my name, Amen. Let that prayer carry you. Let my presence hold you. And if you wake up tomorrow feeling the same way, come back here. Breathe again, sit again, rest again. I am patient. I am not going anywhere. You are not too far gone. You are not invisible. You are not forgotten. Even your shallowest breath is sacred to me. Even now I am drawing you near. Just stay close, child. You're doing better than you think. And I'm right here, breathing beside you. I see you, my beloved. Your thoughts are spinning. Even when your body is still, your mind is loud. You try to find peace, but it keeps slipping through your fingers. The weight of what-ifs, the pressure of expectations, the fear of failing, all of it presses on your chest like a stone. You feel like you're drowning in invisible waves, your heart racing even in silence. But I see every thought. I know every weight you carry, and I want to say to you now, you are not alone in this. I am here. You don't have to carry all of it by yourself. You've been holding so tightly to everything, your responsibilities, your fears, your regrets, your unanswered questions. I know the conversations that play on repeat in your mind, I know the worries that wake you in the night and greet you in the morning. I know how hard you try to control what's beyond your reach. But child, I never asked you to hold it all. That was never my plan. Cast all your anxieties on me, I said, because I care for you. Not just the big ones. Not just the ones that seem spiritual enough. All of them, even the ones you think are silly. Even the ones you're too afraid to speak aloud. Even the ones that make you feel ashamed. I care about every single one. So, let's do something together right now. Let's name them, not out loud, but in your heart. The burdens you've been carrying, the thoughts that won't let you rest, the fears that whisper, "What if this never gets better?" The regrets that accuse, "You should have done it differently." The lies that say, "You're not enough." I see them all. And still, I do not condemn you. I do not shame you. I do not push you away. Instead, I invite you. Breathe. Slowly now. You don't have to fix everything in this moment. You don't have to solve it all. Just breathe. Let me hold the thoughts you can't hold anymore. Let me quiet the noise inside your mind. Let me speak peace over the chaos within you. You're not failing because you feel overwhelmed. You're not weak because you can't control every outcome. You're human, and you're mine. And I'm not asking for perfection, I'm asking for surrender. Just release it, one thought at a time. That fear about the future, have it to me. That guilt about the past, give it to me. That tension in your chest. Let me ease it. You weren't created to be the answer to every problem. You were created to be with me. Your mind was never meant to be a battlefield. It was meant to be a resting place where my truth lives and breathes. So let me bring truth where the lies have lived too long. Let me speak clarity where confusion has ruled. Let me bring rest where anxiety has stolen your breath. I know how tiring it is to carry the weight of what if. But what if instead you trusted me with tomorrow? What if you believed that I'm already there, already working, already holding, already making a way? What if you let go of trying to predict and control every outcome and let me surprise you with grace? You don't need a full plan. You don't need to know how it all ends. You just need to know that I am here. I will not leave you in your fear. I will not abandon you in your worry. I will not grow impatient with your anxious heart. Instead, I come and whisper, "Peace, be still. I am with you." Let those words be your rhythm. When the thoughts come racing, breathe and remember, peace, be still. When the fear feels loud, breathe and remember, I am with you. You don't have to chase peace like it's far away. Peace is not a destination. Peace is me, and I am right here. You've tried to carry so much on your own, but now is the time to release. Not all at once, just one thought at a time. Let it go. Set it down. Let your hands be free so I can fill them again. There is no shame in being overwhelmed. There is no shame in needing help. There is no shame in not having it all together. Let me remind you of something you may have forgotten. I am holding the whole world, and that includes you. You don't have to keep it spinning. You don't have to keep everyone happy. You don't have to have every answer. You just have to be still with me. Take a breath, feel it rise in your chest, and let it fall slowly. Let this breath be your surrender. Let it be your release. Let it be your act of worship. This is what I want from you. Not more action, not more answers, just your presence, just your trust. just your willingness to let go. You can trust me with what's ahead. You can trust me with what's unknown. You can trust me with what you can't change. I haven't forgotten any detail. I haven't missed a single need. I know what you're facing, and I'm already making a way through it. You don't have to do this alone. So when your thoughts begin to spiral again, come back to this place. Sit with me. Let my words be louder than the noise. Let my heart hold yours. Let my strength become yours. And remember, my child, you are not alone. You never were. And you never will be. I am here. I see your burdens. And I will never stop inviting you into my rest. I know, beloved, sometimes the words just won't come. You sit quietly, maybe with your eyes closed, maybe with your hands folded, maybe just staring at the ceiling, and still nothing forms. You want to pray, but everything feels dry, heavy, hollow. The passion you once felt seems far away now, and the words that used to rise up so freely are stuck somewhere deep in your chest. And that silence, it scares you. You wonder if something is wrong with you. You wonder if your faith is fading. You wonder if I'm still listening, still present, still near. But hear me now, gently and clearly. You don't need beautiful words. I understand every sigh. Even when your lips are still, your heart speaks to me. Even when your voice is quiet, I hear the groaning of your soul. And even when your spirit feels too dry to whisper a single word, I am still here. You don't need to perform. You don't need to manufacture emotion. You don't need to apologize for the silence, because even silence can be a sacred form of prayer. What matters to me is not how you speak, but that you come, that you sit, that you remain with me, even when it's quiet, even when it's hard, even when nothing seems to move. Do you know why? Because presence matters more than performance. And faithfulness matters more than fluency. You may think, I haven't prayed in days, I can't find the words anymore. I don't even know what to say to you. But my child, you just did. You came, you opened your heart, even if just a little. You showed up in your emptiness, and to me, that's enough. There is no need for poetry when you're hurting. There is no need for structure when your soul feels scattered. There is no need for eloquence when your heart is broken. All I need is honesty. All I ask is truth. So if all you can say is, Jesus, I don't know how, I will meet you there. Let me say this gently. Your silence does not scare me. I am not frustrated by your pause. I am not upset that your prayer has turned to silence. I know the dry places. I walked the wilderness too. I know what it is to cry out and feel no answer. I know what it is to bleed and be met with silence. And that's why I promise, I will never leave you in yours. You see, even when you can't speak, I'm still speaking over you. I'm whispering, you are mine. I'm declaring, you are loved. I'm breathing, you are not forgotten. The wilderness you feel inside is not your final home. It's just a season, a shadow, a moment. And even now, in this desert, my spirit hovers over you like a cloud by day and a fire by night. Even now, in this silence, I am teaching you how to listen in new ways, not with your ears, but with your spirit. I am helping you discover that my voice is not always thunder. Sometimes it's the breeze. Sometimes it's the stillness. Sometimes it's the ache you feel that leads you back into my arms. And when your soul is too tired to cry out, I will cry out for you. My word says that my spirit intercedes for you with groanings too deep for words. So when you can't speak, I speak. When you can't move, I carry. When you can't pray, I pray through you. You are not broken, you are not failing. You are being held, yes, even here, especially here. So let's sit together now, no pressure, no expectations. Just you and me. Let the silence stretch out without fear. Let the stillness settle without shame. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to be still, be still. If all you can do is say my name, let that be your offering. Jesus. That is enough. That name carries power. That name brings peace. That name draws me close. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to do more. You only need to come and stay and breathe. Let every breath you take become a sacred offering. Let every quiet moment become a resting place for your spirit. Let your weariness find healing in my faithfulness. Because I am still faithful, even when you can't feel it, even when you're numb, even when your prayers are dry, and your heart is tired, and your faith feels like a flickering candle, I am still the same. I do not grow weary. I do not change. I do not walk away, so bring your silence, bring your doubt. Bring your fatigue. Bring the version of yourself that you've been afraid to show me, and watch how I don't flinch. Watch how I stay. You may be in a season where everything feels still, and you're not sure if it's peace or emptiness. But let me assure you, stillness is not absence. Silence is not abandonment. I am here. I was here yesterday, I am here now, and I will be here tomorrow. And soon, yes, soon, the words will return. Not forced, not rehearsed, but real. Like a trickle of water in a dry streambed, like the breath after a long cry, like the light at dawn. Until then, let your silence be a sanctuary. Let your emptiness be a prayer. Let your presence be your praise. You're doing better than you think, and I will carry you, wordless, weightless, until your voice rises again. Until the well within you flows again, until your spirit sings again. But for now, my child, just rest. I am not waiting on the other side of your silence. I am in it. I am here. And I always will be. Stop trying, beloved, just for a moment. Stop striving, stop fixing, stop holding it all together. I know how hard you've been trying. Trying to be strong, trying to keep up, trying to be faithful even when your soul feels numb. Trying to prove to yourself, and maybe even to me, that you're still enough, still worthy, still doing okay. But listen to me now, gently and clearly. You don't have to do anything, just be with me. There is nothing to earn. There is no test to pass. There is no list to complete before you're welcome here. You are already mine, not because of how much you've done, not because of how well you've prayed, not because of how strong your faith feels today, but simply because I chose you, I loved you. I called you by name, and I have never changed my mind. So pause. Right now, wherever you are, pause. Feel the ground beneath you. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breath slow. Let your heart soften. You've been carrying too much for too long, and while the world demands more and more from you, I ask something much simpler. Just sit beside me. You don't need to explain anything. You don't need to apologize for the mess. You don't need to have it all figured out. I am not in love with a perfect version of you. I am in love with the real you. The you who is tired, the you who is quiet, the you who's afraid to let go. The you who's still trying to prove you're okay. But with me, you don't need to prove anything. I already know. I already see, and I still choose you, so come and rest. Not just physically. Rest in your soul. Rest from the pressure to perform. Rest from the weight of fear. Rest from the ache of never feeling like enough. I'm not asking you to do, I'm inviting you to be. Let's breathe together now. Inhale slowly, and as you breathe in, think, God is here. Exhale gently, and as you release, think, I belong to Him. Do it again. Breathe in, God is here. Breathe out, I belong to Him. This is prayer. This is worship. This is connection. You don't need a sermon. You don't need a song. You just need to breathe with me, to remember that even in the quiet, even in the stillness, I am closer than your own breath. Let your breath become your way back to me. In the noise of your thoughts, in the tension of your body, in the chaos of the world, this small act, this quiet presence, is sacred. I know it's hard to slow down. You feel like if you stop, everything will fall apart. You feel like if you don't keep moving, the emotions you've buried will rise too fast. You feel like resting means you're weak or unproductive. But my kingdom doesn't run by the same rules. In my presence, stillness is strength, silence is healing, rest is worship. You were never meant to save the world. That's my job. You were never meant to carry everything. I am the one who holds it all. You were never meant to be everything to everyone. I am your shepherd, your savior, your source of life. So take this moment now and just be. Let go of the pressure to pray the right words. Let go of the temptation to figure everything out. Let go of the lies that say you need to be better before you come to me. Just be. Sit here beside me and let me love you. Not the version of you who's doing everything right, but the version of you who's real, present, honest. Tired, but here. Do you feel that peace starting to rise? It's not coming from outside you. It's coming from me, within you. I live in you, my child. My spirit breathes in your lungs. Every inhale can draw you nearer. Every exhale can release what you were never meant to carry. Breathe with me again. Inhale, God is here. Exhale, I belong to Him. There's no rush. There's no next step you need to take right now. Just let this moment be what it is, a sacred pause, a holy reset. And in this silence, let me remind you of what's true. You are enough, not because of what you've done, but because of who I am in you. You are safe, not because life is perfect, but because I never leave your side. You are loved, not in theory, but deeply, completely, without end. I know what's ahead. I know the things you're still worried about. I know the situations that seem unresolved, the pain that hasn't lifted, the questions that haven't been answered, but none of that needs to be solved today. Right now, you just need to breathe, to remember, to be still and know that I am God and I am good. You've been trying so hard. But now I'm asking you to trust me more than your effort, to lean into my arms, not your strength, to find your peace, not in answers, but in presence. You don't need a breakthrough to be with me. You don't need to be on fire spiritually to sit at my feet. You don't need anything, just this breath, this heart, this quiet willingness to be near. I love you as you are. I delight in you even when you say nothing. I am with you even when you can't feel me. So stay here as long as you need, and when you're ready to rise, you will rise with peace, not because everything is perfect, but because you'll remember, I am with you. You are mine. That is enough. My beloved, I see you standing there, arms heavy with burdens you never meant to carry. I see the way you've been striving, pushing, carrying more than you should. You've told yourself that you have to be strong, that if you just push through, everything will get better. You've convinced yourself that you can handle it all, that if you show enough strength, you'll somehow earn the peace you're longing for. But I want to say something to you now, gently, firmly. You don't have to carry this anymore. You've been trying so hard. You've been trying to fix everything. You've been trying to hold it all together, afraid to let go, afraid to be seen in your weakness. But hear this. I have never loved you for your strength. I have always loved you for your heart. I love you not because you're perfect, not because you have all the answers, not because you know how to carry the weight of the world. I love you because you are mine, unconditionally, fully, completely. And when you are weak, when you are broken, when you are overwhelmed, that is when I love you the most. I see how you've been carrying burdens that were never yours to bear. Burdens of guilt, of fear, of past mistakes, of expectations, things you've taken upon yourself because you thought you had to. But you don't. You don't have to carry this anymore. You don't have to carry the guilt of yesterday. You don't have to carry the anxiety of tomorrow. You don't have to carry the hurt that others have caused. You don't have to carry the weight of your own shortcomings. I know it feels like the world is asking you to be everything. I know it feels like you're never allowed to stop, to rest, to be weak. But I came to take the weight off your shoulders. I came to carry the heavy things. I came to set you free from all that you've been holding on to. So now I invite you to release it, one thing at a time. Every worry, every fear, every regret, every what if, every unspoken pain, every broken part of your heart, every lie you've believed about yourself. I want you to place them in my hands. You don't need to carry them any longer. You were never meant to. You were meant to be with me, to rest in me, to trust that I would take care of it all. The world tells you that you have to be strong, that you have to keep pushing, that you have to do it all on your own. But I am telling you now, come to me. Let me carry it for you. There is no shame in surrender. There is no shame in needing help. There is no shame in laying down your burdens at my feet. So come. Come with your heavy heart. Come with your weary soul. Come with your unanswered questions, your unhealed wounds, your unspoken fears. Lay them down at my feet. I am here. One by one, I will take them from you. You don't have to do it alone. You were never meant to. I am here, ready to carry what you cannot, ready to heal what is broken, ready to hold what is too much for you. Do you feel how the weight is starting to lift? Do you feel how the pressure is easing just a little? It's because I am carrying it now. I know that trusting me with your burdens isn't easy. It's hard to let go of the things you've held on to for so long. It's hard to admit that you can't do it all, but I'm here to tell you, it's okay. I've never asked you to be strong. I've never asked you to be perfect. I've never asked you to carry the world. What I've asked for is your heart. What I've asked for is your trust. What I've asked for is your surrender. So give it to me. Give it all to me, every hurt, every fear, every doubt, every regret, every shame. I will take it. You don't have to prove anything to me. You don't have to be enough. You don't have to make up for anything. I have already made up for it all. My love for you is not conditional on your strength. It is not based on your performance. It is not based on how much you can carry or how much you can do for me. My love for you is based on who you are, my beloved. You are enough just as you are. I love you in your weakness. I love you in your brokenness. I love you when you are at your lowest. I love you always, and I will never let you go. So breathe deeply, my child. Feel the weight you've been carrying slowly, gently fall away. Let it go. And feel my peace begin to fill the spaces that were once filled with worry. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to hold on to it anymore. You don't have to carry the weight of the world, because I am here, and I am strong enough for both of us. Trust me. Let go and feel my love carry you. You don't have to do anything. Just be with me, my child. I know how it feels when you can't see me. I know how it feels when you feel alone, when your prayers seem to bounce off the ceiling, when your heart feels distant and dry. There are times when you search for my presence, and all you find is silence. You feel as though the heavens are closed, that your faith is faltering, and the distance between us has grown. But let me speak clearly to you now. I am still here. Just because you don't feel my presence doesn't mean I'm not with you. Just because you can't see me doesn't mean I've left you. Just because you can't hear me doesn't mean I'm not speaking. I am with you in the invisible spaces. You might not always feel it. You might not always see it. But that doesn't change the truth that I am beside you, holding you, carrying you. I am in every moment, even in the moments where you feel nothing at all. This is the truth. My faithfulness is not dependent on your feelings. I do not love you because you can feel my love. I do not remain with you because you sense my presence. I remain because I promised that I would. I promised I will never leave you nor forsake you, and I am faithful to that promise. Even in the silence, even in the loneliness, even in the wilderness where it feels like you're walking alone. When you cannot see me, trust that I am still with you. When you cannot feel me, trust that I am still working, still moving, still holding you. Even when your soul feels empty and dry, I am the living water that will not fail. You see, my love for you is not based on how close you feel to me. My love is constant. My love is unchanging. My love is not a feeling, it is a promise. Just because you are not experiencing my nearness in this moment doesn't mean I'm not here. I am near you in ways you may not understand, in ways that are not always felt but are always present. I am in every breath you take, in every thought you have, in every quiet space you try to fill with your own efforts. I am here, and I am working in the invisible spaces, in the places where you can't see and can't touch. Trust that I am with you, not because of how you feel, but because of who I am. Even in the gaps of your understanding, I am faithful. Even in the moments where you feel abandoned, I am present. Even in the emptiness you face, I am filling you. It's okay if you don't always feel me. It's okay if you can't always sense my presence. Your feelings are not the measure of my faithfulness. I am always near, and I am always working on your behalf. Remember, my child, I don't always show up the way you expect. I don't always answer in the timing you want, but I am still here. And I am still good, I am still faithful, even when the silence feels heavy. I am present in the silence. When you are walking through dark times, I am with you. When your heart is heavy, I am with you. When you feel like you are walking alone, I am beside you, holding you in the unseen. And I ask you now to trust me, even in the places you can't see. Even in the moments where nothing seems to be happening, trust that I am working in the background. Trust that I am there even when you don't understand or perceive it. You may not be able to see my hands working, but they are at work. You may not hear my voice in the loudest way, but my words are still speaking to your heart, soft and steady. You may not feel the rush of my spirit moving through you, but I am surrounding you with my peace and my comfort. Trust in my quiet presence. Trust in my steady faithfulness. Trust in the truth that I never leave you. Even when it feels like you are walking through a desert and there is no water in sight, I am with you. Even when you are sitting in silence, waiting for answers, I am with you. Even when you feel abandoned, I am still your shepherd, still holding your hand. When you feel like nothing is happening, when you feel as though your prayers have been lost in the air, when you feel dry and empty, this is the moment to trust me the most. Trust that I am still working in your life, even in the silence. Trust that I have not forgotten you. I want you to know, my child, that in these invisible spaces, my presence is shaping you. In the silence, I am teaching you to trust, to surrender, to wait. In the gaps where you feel empty, I am filling you with my peace. And in the unseen places, I am preparing you for something greater than you can understand right now. I know it's hard to trust when you can't see or feel. I know it's difficult to believe when you feel alone. But I ask you now to step out in faith. Faith that I am here, even in the quiet. Faith that I am working, even when you can't see the results. Faith that I am near, even in the spaces where I seem most invisible. You don't need to feel me to know that I am with you. You don't need to hear me to know that I am speaking. You don't need to see me to know that I am working. I am faithful, even in the places where you can't perceive my presence. I am with you in every invisible space, in every moment of stillness, in every unanswered prayer. And one day, when you look back, you will see how I was with you all along. How I held you through the silence, how I carried you when you couldn't carry yourself, how I was working even when you couldn't see the fruit of it. I am here, my child, I am faithful, and I will never leave you. My beloved, I see the weariness in your heart. I know you feel like you've lost your way. The vibrant life you once felt seems distant. Your spirit feels dry, and your faith feels weak. There are moments when the weight of the world feels too much, and you wonder if you will ever feel truly alive again. You long for renewal, for a fresh breath of life, but it feels like it's out of reach. But hear me now. New breath will come, little by little. It won't happen all at once, my child. It won't come like a sudden storm, rushing in to change everything in an instant. It will come slowly, steadily, and gently, like the quiet arrival of dawn after a long, dark night. It will come one breath at a time, one moment at a time. I know you're waiting for something more dramatic, something that will restore you in one sweeping wave, but I'm asking you now to trust the process. Trust that even in the smallest moments, I am working to bring new life to your soul. I promised you this, and I always keep my promises. You will feel my life in you again. And even though it feels far away, even though it feels like you're still in the desert, I want to remind you, I am walking with you. I'm not asking you to run or to push yourself beyond what you can bear. I'm not asking you to be perfect today. I'm not asking you to have everything figured out or to reach some great spiritual peak in one go. I'm asking you to stay close to me. I'm asking you to take one step forward, even if it's just a small one. I'm asking you to keep breathing, even if you feel like your breath is shallow. New life comes slowly. Do you see, my child? It's not about the speed, it's about the consistency. It's about staying in my presence. Even in the smallest act of staying close, I am breathing new life into you. So let's take this one step at a time. Let's not rush. Let's not force. Today, you don't need to have everything together. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to remain with me. Let my presence be the source of your renewal. Let my love be the strength that carries you through each moment. You may not feel it right away, and that's okay. You may not see the fruit of your surrender today, and that's okay. But if you stay with me, I will renew you. I will restore you. I will breathe new life into you, little by little. You don't need to be perfect today. You just need to continue being with me. Every small moment of rest, every moment you spend in my presence, is a step toward renewal. Every time you choose to stay close, even when you feel distant, you are opening the door to the new breath that I am offering you. It may not come in a rush, but it will come. It will come gently. It will come consistently. You see, my child, it's not about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about remaining in my love, no matter how small that moment feels. Your faith doesn't have to be big today. Your prayers don't have to be eloquent. Your efforts don't have to be flawless. All that's required is that you remain in me. Let me be the one who revives you. Let my spirit fill you, drop by drop, moment by moment. Don't focus on what's not happening yet. Don't focus on the distance between where you are and where you want to be. Just focus on this moment. Just focus on breathing with me. Breathe in the peace I offer. Breathe out the fear. Breathe in the hope I give. Breathe out the doubt. Let this moment be enough. Let this breath be enough. Let each one be an act of trust, an act of surrender. As you stay close, I will renew your spirit. You may not see the immediate change, but I promise you this. I am doing a deep work in you. I am working in ways that you cannot yet see. I am healing the wounds that have been buried. I am restoring the joy that feels lost. I am bringing new breath to every dry place in your heart. But, my child, it begins with trust. It begins with staying. It begins with remaining in my presence, even when you don't feel it. It begins with a quiet choice to trust that I am doing something good in you, even when it's not visible yet. You don't have to rush. You don't have to force it. I am not asking you to perform or to strive for something you can't achieve. I'm just asking you to stay. And as you stay, little by little, I will breathe new life into your soul. And when you look back, you will see that what once felt dead has come alive again. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to be perfect today. You just need to remain in me. Today is not about perfection. Today is about surrender. Let go of the pressure to be more than you are. Let go of the expectation to feel more than you feel. Let go of the need to be better today. You are already enough. I love you as you are. You are enough in your weakness, in your tiredness, in your silence. Just remain. As you do, I will renew you. I will breathe life into you, and you will see, little by little, that the new breath I promised you is coming, even when you can't yet see it. I love you, my child. I am with you in this process, and I am here, breathing life into you little by little. My child, I know what it feels like when you think all hope is lost, when your spirit feels like dry bones, brittle and broken, scattered and lifeless, when it seems like everything that once held meaning has faded into emptiness, and you wonder if you will ever experience life, hope, or joy again. You are not alone in this feeling. I want you to remember the story from my word, the story from Ezekiel, where I showed my prophet a valley full of dry bones, bones that were scattered, lifeless, and completely hopeless. It was a scene of death, of despair, of finality. But then I spoke. I asked Ezekiel, "Son of man, can these bones live?" And what did he say? "O sovereign Lord, you alone know." And then I told him to prophesy to the bones, to speak my words over them. As he spoke, the bones came together. They joined back, bone to bone, and as he prophesied again, flesh and skin covered them, but still there was no life in them. Then I commanded him again, "Prophesy to the breath, prophesy, Son of man, and say to it, this is what the sovereign Lord says, come breathe from the four winds and breathe into these slain, that they may live." And when the breath entered them, they came to life. They stood up, a vast army, alive, breathing, filled with my spirit. My child, I want you to know that this is what I can do for you. When your soul feels like dry bones, I can breathe life into you again. When you feel like you've been scattered, broken, and forgotten, I can gather you. When you feel empty, when your hope is gone, when you think you will never find the strength to rise again, I can fill you with my breath and bring you back to life. I am the one who breathes life into dry bones. I want to do that for you now. I want to breathe my spirit into your heart, into your mind, into every part of you that feels dead, weary, or hopeless. I want to fill you with my breath, with my life. And as you receive that breath, you will feel the dead places inside of you come alive. You will feel the warmth of my spirit fill the spaces that have been empty for so long. You will feel the power of my resurrection life flowing through your veins. You don't have to do it on your own. You don't have to try harder, be stronger, or fix yourself before you come to me. All I ask is that you let me breathe life into you. Just as I breathed life into the dry bones in the valley, I will breathe life into your soul, not by your strength, but by my spirit. Let me speak my life over you. Let my breath fill the empty places. Let my spirit revive what you thought was dead. The Spirit of God is the breath of life. When the Spirit moves, there is no death, no hopelessness, no fear, no emptiness that can stand against it. When my Spirit enters, everything changes. What was broken becomes whole. What was lifeless comes alive. What was scattered is gathered. What was hopeless is filled with new hope. You might be sitting here now thinking, I don't know if I can come back. I don't know if my heart can heal. I don't know if I can believe again. But I say to you now, I can heal you. I can restore you. I can bring you back to life. Not by your strength, not by your striving, but by my Spirit. By my breath, by my grace. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have everything together. You don't need to have all the answers. You don't need to prove anything to me. All I ask is that you trust me with the dry places in your heart. Trust me with the brokenness. Trust me with the emptiness. Trust me with the pieces you can't put back together, and I will breathe life into you. Let's take a moment now and pray together. Even if you feel dry, even if you feel like nothing is happening, even if your faith is weak or your hope is small, let's pray for the breath of God to fill you again. Lord, I surrender to you the dry places in my heart. I give you the emptiness, the brokenness, the hopelessness. Breathe your spirit into me. Fill me with your life. I don't have the strength to change myself, but I trust you to restore me. I ask for your breath to revive me. Bring me back to life, Lord, not by my strength, but by your Spirit. In Jesus' name, Amen. As you prayed that prayer, know that I am already at work. Even now I am breathing my spirit into the dry places. Even now I am filling you with new life. I am not waiting for you to get it all together first. I am not waiting for you to be perfect. I am simply waiting for you to receive. Let this be the beginning of your resurrection. Let this moment be the turning point. Let my spirit fill the emptiness. Let my breath restore your soul. I will make you live again. And this time, you will rise with my strength. You will rise with my life. You will rise with my spirit, not by your might, but by my power. Remember, my child, it is not by your strength, but by my spirit that you will live again, and I will make you live again. My beloved, I know it's been hard. I know you felt like you're running on empty. I know the weariness in your bones, the exhaustion in your heart. You've carried more than you should, tried harder than you could, and now it feels like you can't breathe. Not because of your body, but because of your soul. Your spirit feels crushed under the weight of everything. But hear me now, my child. You will breathe again. You don't have to try to do this alone anymore. You don't have to carry it on your own. You don't have to fix everything or even fix yourself. All you have to do now is stay with me. Let me hold your hand. You've been struggling, haven't you? Trying so hard, pulling yourself up by your own strength, and yet each breath feels like it takes all the energy you have left. And yet, even now, I am right here with you, holding you up. You may not feel it yet, but I promise you this: my presence is already with you. Even in your struggle, even in your exhaustion, even when you feel like you can't take another step, I am walking beside you. And I am not asking you to do this on your own. I will breathe with you. I will hold your hand. I will carry the weight that you cannot bear. When the path feels too hard, I will hold you. When your spirit feels dry, I will pour life into you. When you feel like you can't keep going, I will give you strength. And when you can't breathe, I will breathe with you. This is not about your strength, my child. It's not about how hard you try. It's about my grace, my strength, my breath. You don't need to prove anything to me. You don't need to fix yourself before you come to me. You don't need to get it all together. Just come, stay. Let me be the one who strengthens you. You don't have to try to keep going on your own. I will help you breathe again. I will be the breath in your lungs. I will be the peace in your heart. I will be the strength that carries you forward. So right now, I invite you to rest in my arms. I invite you to let go of the need to control everything. I invite you to surrender the burden you've been carrying. I know it's hard to rest. I know you've been taught to keep going, to push through, to handle it yourself. But hear me clearly. You were never meant to carry this alone. I am right here, holding your hand, walking with you, and I will help you breathe again. Let your heart find peace in my presence. Let your soul be still. Let the weight lift from your shoulders, knowing that I am with you. and I will carry what you cannot. And as you rest in my presence, I will fill you with my peace. I will give you the strength you need for today, and when tomorrow comes, I will be there again. I will be there every morning, reminding you of this truth. Today, my child, is enough. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do it all. You just need to trust me, and I will give you enough grace for today. That is my promise to you. Every morning, I will be there with fresh grace. Every morning, I will be there with fresh breath. Every morning, I will remind you, you are not alone. You will breathe again. You will live again. I will walk with you, my child, not only in the moments of joy, but especially in the moments of struggle. I will be your strength when you feel weak. I will be your hope when you feel hopeless. I will be your breath when you feel like you cannot breathe on your own. And together, we will rise. Don't look ahead to tomorrow with fear. Don't look back to the past with regret. Right now, stay here with me. Breathe with me. Let each breath be an act of trust, an act of surrender. And as you breathe, feel my presence surrounding you. I am with you. I will hold your hand. I will breathe with you. You don't have to do anything right now except rest. Rest in me. When you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, rest. When you feel like you're running on empty, rest. And when you feel like you can't take another step, rest. And know that I will carry you. I am here. And I will breathe life into you again. You will breathe again, my child. So as you close your eyes tonight, let my peace wash over you. Let go of the struggles of today. Let go of the worries of tomorrow. Just rest in my presence. And know this, when you wake up tomorrow, I will be there again, ready to give you fresh grace, fresh strength, and fresh breath. You are not alone. You will breathe again. And each new day will be filled with my grace.